more personnel moves involve Tirek, Austin Cave, and also Cody Brown, who have decided to hit the transfer portal.
Yeah, those are the most recent two, but those will not be the last two as Mario Crostobal turns this roster over. But yeah, those two apparently was yesterday with Tirek, Austin Cave. I missed that one because I had to work a 13-and-a-half-hour day at the secret day job. So sorry. But, hey, it was fine. Just had
get those priorities straight.
I had a lot of work to do. I know, right? What's wrong with me, But yeah, so I missed that one yesterday, but he's a linebacker from New Jersey. I believe it's Camden, New Jersey. Athletic linebacker, but it didn't really come together for him here. He had a couple injuries to battle through and, seemed like finding an opportunity elsewhere was best for him. And so that is the decision that he's made. Same thing with Cody Brown. Cody Brown is a guy who can play at a Power 5 school, and he can be a rotation back, if not starter. Miami's running back room is just super duper 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 loaded right now. Like everybody, or they asked Henry Parrish after practice yesterday, about, would he have come to Miami? Had we recruited him stronger out of high school or blah, blah, but that was a spot where you had to make a tough decision that year. And the backs that we took were the number one back in Dade and the number one back in Broward. And those happen to have been Donald Chaney Jr. and Jalen Knighton. If we had had a third spot, it would have been Henry Parrish's far and away. Everybody knew that. I said that on this show then. But at some point, there's a line, and you have to choose who's in the boat and who's out. And unfortunately for Henry Parrish, he was out. Now, he played really well at Ole Miss. We recruited him to come down here, to transfer here. So he's here. So that's a guy with top of the rotation. Second string, but 500-something yards at Ole Miss for a team that ran the ball really well. That's nothing to shake a stick at. So he's there with the aforementioned Knighton and Chaney, who are both high 4-star recruits. Then you have Thad Franklin, who's just a truck. Then you get Trevante Citizen on signing day, away from every other every SEC team around, basically. That's huge. And then you got Cody Brown, who's fine, but he's not any of those other guys. And it would have been hard for him to find playing time here. And I think that it's the best move for everybody for him to move on and try to find that playing time that he will clearly desire elsewhere. And again, I have no ill will towards any of them. I don't, I hate that they ended up leaving, but I understand the scenario or the process that brought them to that decision. But yeah, they will not be the last players from the roster who leave. There will be more attrition. I can guarantee you that. Somebody hit me on Twitter today and said it's going to be somebody from every single position. I don't necessarily agree with that, but there's going to be people leaving this roster. And that's okay. But yeah, these are the last two. And again, we wish them well in their future endeavors. I think, I don't know that there's anything negative about them. I don't know them personally. I've not heard anything about them like that. That makes me, I think that they're a jerk and they shouldn't do that. I don't know that. So I wish them well. I hope that they find a home. And I think that both of them are talented enough to find a landing spot. I think that, Brown is from Tennessee. I know that Brown is from Tennessee and Austin Cave is from New Jersey. So I would say look somewhere in their home areas, maybe, for where they land. But yeah, they're off the roster. Wishing the best.